Hi. So today we're gonna look at a little bit different stuff. I'm not gonna climb the tree actually, but we're gonna talk about how to leverage pulleys, which I have here. Like one very good use case for this scenario is when you're trying to pull down a tree instead of wedges, but also like when you're trying to rip out a stump from the ground. That's another good. So I have here like a piece of wood on the rope that just goes up. It's kind of heavy to lift up, but I can do it. Uh, but it's not pleasant. And then we want to use pulleys to kind of multiply the force we can apply easily on the stump. So now I have just the rope going through the cambium saver up there, and then it comes through one pulley down here. So I could be pulling this way now. That doesn't help me too much, but I could do it. Especially if there's like multiple people helping me. So that only helps us with like redirecting the force, but it also adds a friction there, so it's not very good. Well, one easy thing we can start with is adding an butterfly, alpine butterfly, which is a type of a knot that you can do here on this rope. I just did 3 coils, then I do middle, and then through here. The cool thing about alpine butterfly is that it's kind of knot that can be loaded from 3 directions. So it can be loaded from down, bottom, and here. Now we have this kind of eye here. So we could take the rope here that I have, put it through the eye. Whoop. And now we're becoming, it's becoming a little bit more complex, but now it's like 2-to-1 mechanical advantage because we're pulling this and then we're pulling the rope up. The disadvantage of this system is that you get half of less length for this, and then the knot is now like all the way here, and I can't pull anymore. So that doesn't help me too much. And then there's no progress capture. When I let go, the weight goes down as well. So first thing we can try to make better is do the progress capture. So that's the most useful thing. So I have another rope, which is called Prusik, but it's basically just a thinner rope. This is not very good rope. Normally you use a heavier one. But these Prusiks, you can just kind of wrap around a few times. You can look it up. The knot is called French Prusik, but it's not that important. You just wrap it up a few times. And the cool thing about Prusiks is then you can load them and they don't move. But if you let them go and push on the side, they do move. So we can use that, and I'll just clip it here in the carabiner next to the pulley that I already have here. So the idea here is that when I pull, if I manage to put it there, the idea is when I pull, the pulley here will actually push the Prusik up, but when I let go, so you see, when I pull, the pulley is pulling the Prusik up the rope. But when I let go, the Prusik kind of holds this rope and it no longer moves. So this gives us like a progress capture. We still have the same problem, like with when I get here, I can no longer move forward, which might be fine if we're like pulling a stump and we've set this high enough, or we have a long rope. But it becomes problematic when you're like pulling down a tree instead of wedges, because then you need to apply more force. And the only way to do it is to destroy the whole system and release the force, which might not be very good in that scenario. And to release, I just push on the rope again. So now I'm gonna change it a little bit. I'm gonna get rid of this knot that I've done here. And now when we discovered the beautiful thing about Prusiks and how they work, I'm gonna add one more Prusik here. If I manage to untie this knot, that is. Cool. So now I'll take one more Prusik. If I have it on me, I do, here. It's again, arborist Prusik, same thing. And then I just do the same knot. So like just 3 reps. 3 reps around the rope. And just set it a little bit so the coils should be, so you end up with like 6 coils that are kind of cinch with the outer part. And then I have a carabiner with another pulley here, so I'm just gonna clip that one inside here. Well, actually, one more thing before we do that is I want to get the rope through. So I'm gonna put the rope through the pulley. Then I'm gonna put the carabiner in. Then I'm gonna put it on this Prusik. Well, and now when we talked about that before, the Prusik can move if it's not loaded, and you push on one side. So I can move this Prusik all the way up here. And now when I pull, I'm actually pulling, and it's super easy because I have these 2 pulleys, so there's no effort at all. And I still have the progress captured thanks to this Prusik. It didn't really work here. I need to set this better. But I still have the progress capture. And now when the progress is captured, this is no longer in tension. So I can still move this Prusik. So I can move it up again and then continue working my progress up. And I can go like this all the time. You can get more complicated, like you could have 2 pulleys here and like 1 more, which gives you more advantage. But I think this is sufficient for most use cases, and it's kind of very easy to get it set up in the first place. Cool, so that's it. Bye.